Hi lovelies, I'm back again with another amazing hair growth DIY. If you're just starting to grow your hair or you've been trying to grow your hair but no improvement, it has been stuck in same length, you need to watch every part of this video because I'm going to share in detail how I made this DIY and also show you and explain how to use it properly. So if you want to grab all of these information, make sure you watch the video till the end, and if you find it helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. If you have any question after watching the video, feel free to drop it in the comment section. I will respond to you. This DIY is for all hair types and is for both your scalp and the length of your hair. So no matter your porosity or your hair type, feel free to use this DIY. It works well for all hair types and porosity. If you'll be coming back to make this DIY, don't forget to save this video for later. Also hit the like button so it will be easy for you to locate when coming back. As you've already seen from the title and thumbnail, I'll be using mainly these two products to make this DIY. This is virgin hair fertilizer. I have been using this for years. I have been using virgin hair fertilizer on my scalp and the length of my hair for a very long time. It has been very helpful. And also Vaseline. If you're getting your Vaseline, make sure you get the original one. There are some Vaseline that has strong smell. I don't find that one very helpful, so I always go for this type. Make sure you check it very well before you get your Vaseline. Vaseline is also good for both your scalp, the length of your hair, and your edges. Don't let anyone deceive you that Vaseline is not good for your hair because it will clog your pores. That is a lie. Vaseline does not clog your pores because it is non-comedogenic. However, there is a proper way to use it to avoid too much product buildup. And I'll be explaining that at the end of the video and also show you how I use it. So watch the video till the end so you grab all the information. You will not miss out on anything important if you want to make this DIY for yourself. For the measurements, I have about 1 tablespoon of the Vaseline in the cup already. And I'm going to pump in about 1 tablespoon of the virgin hair fertilizer. That is, I'll be using same measurements for both the Vaseline and the virgin hair fertilizer. You can use a spoon to take your measurement or anything to measure it out, but because I've been doing this for a long time, I can just eyeball it and know the amount that is right, okay? So after pumping everything together, you can go ahead and use a spoon or anything to mix it together properly. You can also use your hands to do the mixing. This is going to take some time for you to properly mix it together and a little bit of arm workout. So to speed up the process, I'm going to be melting it using the double boiler method. Just get a bowl of hot water and transfer the container into the bowl. Then leave everything to melt completely before you go ahead to add any other thing that you wish to add. To avoid wasting product, I make sure I use my hands to clean out all the Vaseline and the virgin hair fertilizer mixed in the spoon. I clean it and transfer it into the container and then return the container back into the hot water. This does not take a long time to melt at all. If you look at it very well, you see that it's not completely melted, but it is very soft, so I can go ahead to add my other ingredients. You can go ahead and use the mixture like this. It is totally fine. But if you're experiencing breakage and some scalp issues, you can add any Ayurvedic herbs of your choice to make it more potent. If you don't have any Ayurvedic herbs, feel free to use it like that because the virgin hair fertilizer is a very good product for your scalp, especially if you're having dandruff and itchy scalp. But if you want to take this DIY to the next level and make it very potent, go ahead to add any oil of your choice and any Ayurvedic herbs of your choice. For me, I added amla powder. I add about 1 teaspoon of the amla powder. After adding the amla powder, I went ahead to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of my Ayurvedic hair growth oil. You can use olive oil in this case. You can use coconut oil. Any oil you have at home, feel free to use it. So after adding the oil, I went ahead to mix everything together with the spoon. Again, you can just mix it with your hands if you don't want to use a spoon. And after mixing everything together, this is the final look. Our hair growth DIY is ready. You can also add any essential oil of your choice if you wish to add. But as for me, I will not be adding any essential oil for today. But if I wanted to add essential oil, I will go for my favorite essential oil. That is tea tree essential oil and lavender essential oil. If you've been watching my videos, you would know that those two essential oils, I love them so much because I love the feeling they give my scalp and my hair. Remember I told you that there is a proper way to use Vaseline on your hair and scalp to avoid product buildups. Vaseline, just like every other grease, is very good for your hair and your scalp, but if you don't use them properly, you might end up with so much product buildups, and if you have product buildups on your hair and your scalp, it will prevent other products from penetrating into your hair. For instance, if you already have so much product buildups on your hair and you're still moisturizing it, those products you're adding are just sitting on top of the product buildups. They are not getting into your hair. So to avoid product buildups while using Vaseline or any other grease on your hair, the first thing you want to do is to hydrate lightly. Don't make your hair too wet before the application. Just hydrate a little. If you notice, you see that I just sprayed a little liquid on my hair and then massage it to make sure that my hair absorbs it very well before I go ahead to apply the Vaseline. While applying the Vaseline also, make sure you distribute it all over your hair. Don't just apply it on a particular part of your hair without distributing it into every other part of your hair. And you don't need to use too much because a very little amount of this will go a long way. This is not just oil, it is grease. So you use a very little amount. When I mean a very little amount, it depends on the section you're working with. If you're working with small sections like I did, make sure to use a very little amount, just reasonable amount. You don't need to use too much. Just use a very little but reasonable amount. Either you are using it on just your scalp or the length of your hair, the rule is the same. Hydrate a little. Don't wet your hair too much, because if you wet your hair too much, the product will even sit on top of your hair in the process of moisturizing. You will see it. You will notice that it is not penetrating into your hair. If you have ever used Vaseline on your skin before, you would know what I'm talking about. If your skin is still very wet before you start applying it on it, you would notice that it takes a lot of time before you are able to massage it into your skin properly. If you want to get the best out of this DIY, don't use too much water before you use it to seal in moisture in the length of your hair. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find the video helpful. If you do, don't forget to leave me a comment, give this video a thumbs up, and feel free to share this video with someone in all your social media platforms. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.